What's going on, everyone? Hope you're all having a great day. We got confirmation in the Clone Wars TV series that Obi-Wan knew something was up with Anakin and Padme, but why did Obi-Wan, a member of the Jedi High Council, ignore their relationship, as having this sort of attachment was against the Jedi Code? Let's dive into it. In the canon book Brotherhood, Obi-Wan actually found out about Anakin and Padme's relationship in the early days of the Clone Wars. While they were investigating a bombing on Caden Nemoidia, Obi-Wan and Anakin asked Padme for help to transmit some evidence back to the Republic. When Anakin was speaking to Padme, Obi-Wan sensed a change in Anakin's emotions through the Force. Obi-Wan could tell that Anakin wasn't even trying to hide his feelings for her, and noticed small changes in both Anakin and Padme's behavior. This led Obi-Wan to conclude that these two were in a relationship. Eventually, Obi-Wan was getting prepared to confront Anakin about his relationship with Padme when he saw Duchess Satine on the HoloNet news. Obi-Wan remembered his love for Satine, and eventually they made a mature decision to walk away and go their separate paths. In the end, Obi-Wan decided to trust in Anakin that one day Anakin and Padme would make the right decision and end their relationship. As stated in the novel, Obi-Wan also had a past relationship of his own with Duchess Satine, where in the Clone Wars, Obi-Wan even told Satine that if she'd said the words, he would have left the Jedi Order for her. Obi-Wan knew firsthand the difficulties of navigating attachment, so he knew what Anakin was going through. But as we also saw in the Clone Wars, Anakin knew that Obi-Wan knew something was up. In Season 6, Padme works with Rush Clovis, who she previously had a relationship with, to undercover a separatist scheme, and Anakin is getting pretty angry about the whole thing. Obi-Wan has a talk with Anakin about how Anakin must not be blinded by his emotions, and Obi-Wan tells Anakin about his feelings for Duchess Satine, showing that Obi-Wan knew what was going on, and this was just his way of trying to help Anakin navigate through some of these emotions. We also have the funny moment in Season 7 of the Clone Wars where Obi-Wan tells Anakin, "Hope you told Padme I said hello," after Anakin snuck off to talk to her before a mission. So we get that Obi-Wan 100% knew something was going on with Anakin and Padme, but why did he not tell the Jedi Council? Well, the biggest reason was his own personal attachment to Anakin. Obi-Wan feared the consequences of revealing Anakin and Padme's relationship, which could lead to Anakin's expulsion from the Jedi Order or destroy Anakin's bond with Obi-Wan and his happiness. As Anakin's relationship with Padme made him happy, Obi-Wan didn't have it in him to end the happiness of Anakin, who he viewed as a close brother, and was afraid he would just lose Anakin. Because Obi-Wan knew if he told the Council about it, Anakin would have to pick between staying a Jedi or leaving the Order and staying with Padme. Most likely, Anakin would choose Padme and leave the Jedi Order. But hey, Obi-Wan knew the bro code and let Anakin be happy with Padme, so you gotta give him props. I wonder if things would have changed if Anakin told Obi-Wan the truth about him and Padme during Revenge of the Sith, when Anakin was having his nightmares about Padme dying. As we know, Obi-Wan went to ask Padme about Anakin during the movie, showing just how much he cared about Anakin. I think Obi-Wan would have never left for Utapau and would have stayed with Anakin, and things probably would have gone completely different. But because of Obi-Wan's love and bond with Anakin, Obi-Wan kept Anakin and Padme's relationship a secret, as this was something that made Anakin happy, and Obi-Wan understood these feelings all too well. Obi-Wan genuinely cared for Anakin and would have done anything for him, which just makes their duel in Revenge of the Sith even more heartbreaking. But do you think Obi-Wan made the right decision keeping Anakin and Padme's relationship a secret? Let me know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.